Hello everyone, my name is CD, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Game Awards and some of the things that I liked about it. But before I do that, I wanted to give you guys a little update on the capture card situation. For those who don't know, a little over a year ago, I upgraded my capture card from the original Elgato Game Capture HD to the Elgato HD 60X. And it is one of the best upgrades I've ever made. Long overdue. Does everything I needed it to do, and then some. Like in the 7 years that I was using the original Game Capture HD, it had given me so much grief with all the small yet really big issues that it had. And the original Game Capture software was even worse. Long story short, this company had come a long way when it comes to making these devices. All that being said, I've been using the HD60X for over a year now, and recently I've been unable to use it. All of a sudden out of nowhere, it just became defective. The LED on the capture card still lights up. All the cables are working individually, but something within the capture card itself is stopping me from getting a signal. I have no idea what's going on. Everything has been ruled out. There must be something in the capture card itself that is stopping it from working. The good thing is I've been in contact with somebody in customer support, and it does look like I will be able to get a replacement. So hopefully things get sorted out soon and I can go back to recording gameplay and going live again. I've got a few video game retrospectives that have been on the back burner lately, and I do have gameplay recorded for them. So this little setback does give me an opportunity to go back to working on those videos. And I've still got my camera for art, so there's that. Anyway, that's all for this little capture card situation that I'm in. Anyway, let's talk about the Game Awards. I'm probably not going to have too much to say about it, but I do want to highlight some of the stuff that I liked about it, some of the things that appeal to me. Now, this is my first time ever doing a video on the Game Awards or even talking about it, because I've never mentioned it on my channel or any social media that I used. I will say that I don't really care all that much about the Game Awards, to be honest. But just like everybody else, I just tune in to see what they're talking about. I always keep my expectations at an all-time low so that I won't be disappointed by the end of it, while at the same time keeping an open mind. So for the remainder of this video, I'm going to be just highlighting some of my favorite parts of the Game Awards 2025. Not in any particular order. So we've actually got a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive coming out, and at first I was thinking, wait, Nintendo's gonna be announcing a first party title here at the Game Awards? Which of course that turned out to not be the case, but it's actually a game from a studio called Shape Farm and another studio called Kepler. I'm not sure if these are indie developers, but the announcement trailer caught my eye immediately because of the retro anime art style that it has. Like, it perfectly captures that 80s anime art style. I'm not sure if I even said the name of the game, but it's called Orbitals. And it looks like it's going to be a co-op game, which if that's the case, I'm not going to be able to play the game by myself. And is it just me, or did a lot of co-op games get announced during the Game Awards? Maybe not a lot, but it seemed like there's quite a handful of games that are co-op only games that got announced, and Orbitals being one of them. We also got a new trailer for Resident Evil Requiem, and I've gotta say, I really need to lock in on Resident Evil. I have been slacking on this series for over 5 years now, and I'm ashamed to say, but I haven't even finished Resident Evil 4 yet. Yes, I know, I should be burned at the stake. That is very, very bad. Because you cannot be a Resident Evil fan and not play Resident Evil 4. Or at least that's what I'm assuming. I need to fix that very, very soon. Especially since the franchise is coming up on its 30th anniversary. But getting back to Requiem, this game looks like it's going to be really awesome. Like, I think I'm gonna play it when it comes out. And when I saw the trailer, I was like, wait, is that Leon? And as it turns out, Leon is coming back and he's gonna be in this game. So that's pretty awesome. And apparently it's gonna have two separate gameplay styles. One where you're playing as the girl and you're focusing on survival. And then with Leon, it's all about the action. So that should be pretty interesting. I don't think they did that before. They've also got a couple of Tomb Raider games coming out. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, which is supposed to be a remake of the original Tomb Raider, set to be released in 2026, which is also this franchise's 30th anniversary. That's interesting, we've got two video game franchises celebrating 30 years. And then we got Tomb Raider Catalyst, which looks like a brand new game. And it looks like it's going to be similar to classic Tomb Raider, unlike the modern Tomb Raider games from Tomb Raider 2013 all the way to Shadow of a Tomb Raider. So if I had to guess, it looks like it's going to be a return to form. As of right now, I'm a Tomb Raider casual. I haven't played a lot of games. I do have the remaster collection, and I need to play it. I've been interested in Tomb Raider for a long time. But I think now is the time to finally get into this series, like not just the modern games because those are the only ones I'm familiar with, but I'm ready to take a deep dive into the classic games, the original games. They talked a little bit about the Devil May Cry Netflix adaptation and how we're set to get season 2 sometime in mid-2026. Hopefully this season will be good. I'm going to keep an open mind about it and I'm not going to hate on it yet. If you guys would like to know my thoughts on the Netflix adaptation of Devil May Cry, then let me know. My opinion's probably not going to be original, but hey, just let me know. I would be more than happy to give my thoughts on it. That being said, Evanescence performed during the Game Awards, so I had to turn that up full blast. They performed their song Afterlife, which is such an awesome song. I've actually got that song in my head now just talking about it. I've been a fan of this band since I was in high school. Fallen is such an important album to me. The Open Door is an awesome album as well, even though it might get overshadowed by Fallen. That being said, Afterlife is an instant Evanescence classic. So of course when they performed the song live, I knew I had to turn it up because I knew it was going to be a good performance. I would like to see them one day. I haven't gotten a chance to see them yet. They recently announced a world tour, but it doesn't look like they're coming to Texas. Now, if you saw my recent short on YouTube, then I think you already know what I saved for last. And that is none other than the announcement of Mega Man Dual Override. So you guys already know I'm excited for that. I did not see that coming. Who saw that coming? Nobody. Who could have possibly seen that coming? I was sitting in my room playing my bass. I just had the Game Awards on in the background. And then I turn around and I see Mega Man. Mega Man fans have been starving. Mega Man 11 came out in 2018. It has been 7 years since we got a new Mega Man game. And it looks like we are about to eat good. I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be a really good time to be a gamer. Easily the biggest highlight of the Game Awards. That completely caught me off guard. There is no way I was expecting a Mega Man announcement at all. Like, I mean, who would, right? I mean, who would have expected that? We also got a sneak peek for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I'm really looking forward to that movie as well. Luigi putting his full knee into Bowser Jr.'s face caught me so off guard. This is going to be a really fun movie. But that's all I really have on the Game Awards. Those are my personal highlights. I don't think there was anything else of interest to me. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get a Sonic announcement. But hey, maybe that's just the Sonic fan in me, just waiting for a Sonic announcement, but we didn't get that. Not that I'm complaining, but hey, that would have been really cool if we would have gotten a Sonic announcement, you know? I'm sure we'll get an announcement at some point. At the latest, June. I do kind of wish that Sonic games would not release in fall of each year. Like, Sega loves to release Sonic games during fall for some reason. Like, I mean, it would be cool if we got a summer release or maybe even a spring release, because spring is typically my least favorite time of the year, and that would make my springtime really good, you know? Okay, at this point I'm just yapping. I'm just gonna end the video right here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again in the next one. God bless.